Good morning this morning. How are you this morning? And it is a good morning because it feels like morning again in America. Yep, titled after that Ronald Reagan ad from 1984. Be sure to like and subscribe. I'm really happy this morning. Very happy this morning. 4 years that felt like 10 just passed. When you're an independent businessman, you own your own company, you're an entrepreneur, to have this administration basically holding the sword of Damocles over your head almost on a daily basis because you never knew what regulations were going to come out. You never knew what kind of new law they were going to introduce or who they were going to side with, pay off. You just never knew. Them going after independent contractors the way they did. Regulatorily. The way they went after big businesses. The way they crushed certain unions. I know that they're claiming to be the most labor-friendly administration in history. Okay. Why don't you ask the railroad union? See what they say about that. Railroad union guys, I'm pretty sure that they don't think that this is the most labor-friendly administration in history. And to see what it's done with the automobile market, their love of the automobile labor industry, yeah, that's worked out well. How's that $125,000 car doing for you? Just incredible. But now we see a light on the horizon. That free market entrepreneurism, less regulation, more liberty and freedom for the individual, less censorship, hopefully less war. It really does feel like morning again in America.
It's morning again in America. Today, more men and women will go to work than ever before in our country's history. With interest rates at about half the record highs of 1980, nearly 2,000 families today will buy new homes, more than at any time in the past 4 years. This afternoon, 6,500 young men and women will be married. And with inflation at less than half of what it was just 4 years ago, they can look forward with confidence to the future. It's morning again in America. And under the leadership of President Reagan,
Trump.
Our country is prouder and stronger and better. Why would we ever want to return to where we were less than 4 short years ago?
What a great ad. That was a great ad in 1984, and it's a great ad now. Now, we do want to go back to where we were for, let's just say, 6 to 7 years ago. Now, we all know we can't go back in time. There's no turning back the clock. So we move forward with hope. I'm very hopeful. I'm extremely hopeful. I think he's got a team in place of virtual all-stars. I think his cabinet is incredible. Incredible. Some people may not be in the right place, in my opinion. I felt that Tulsi should have been Secretary of State. And Marco Rubio would have made a just as good head of intelligence. It's going to be a good 4 years, I think. I really think that. I'm looking forward to lower taxes. It's my hope that he goes through and does cut spending. It's my hope that Doge, Elon Musk, and Vivek Ramaswamy, Vivek, who should have been in the vice presidency, are seriously slashing to the bone with Doge. Because this government needs a cut. It's too omnipresent. It's just, it's ominously large and takes too much of our money. And there's other ways to get money. I'm all for the tariff system and removing the income tax. That'd be a good thing for the American people. And I think for the government as well. I think they'd actually get more money in the end. That and a national sales tax. I am for a national sales tax because that's a voluntary tax. You can choose to pay it if you want or you don't. Tariffs and a voluntary sales tax, elimination of the income tax, I think that'd be a great thing. I heard Joy Reid just the other day touting the income tax like it was a good thing. You know, an enema could be a good thing too, but it doesn't exactly feel very good. Yeah, it's going to be a good 4 years. There's certain things that I know I'm going to disagree with the next administration on. Mideast policy will probably be at the forefront of that. But I know there's a lot of more things I'm going to agree with. Immigration control, lower taxes, lower regulation, less intervention overseas, cutting a budget. I think that'd be magnificent. I certainly will agree to that. I will agree to having the pride of the United States military rebuilt from the ground up, from the base up, creating jobs, good American manufacturing jobs, high quality jobs, building up our military, building up our infrastructure and our capacity to wage war that hopefully we never have to wage. But like this president, Ronald Reagan, peace through strength. I like that you see Ike on there too. 5-star General Dwight Eisenhower, hero of the European Theater of Operations in World War II, and President of the United States 2 terms. It's morning again in America. I really feel that it's morning again in America. And we are extremely lucky to be Americans. And I personally am always grateful for it. We won the lottery of the human race, folks. We could have been born in the middle of Africa starving to death when we were children. But no, we were born here. And in spite of the trials and tribulations of the last 4 years, which have not been easy, like I said, if you're an entrepreneur, you almost felt the sword of Damocles hanging over your head, is coming to an end. So for nostalgia purposes, I'm going to leave with running that commercial one more time. But before I go, I want to say I thank you. And I really do appreciate you. And I really do believe that it is, again, morning in America.
It's morning again in America. Today, more men and women will go to work than ever before in our country's history. With interest rates at about half the record highs of 1980, nearly 2,000 families today will buy new homes, more than at any time in the past 4 years. This afternoon, 6,500 young men and women will be married. And with inflation at less than half of what it was just 4 years ago, they can look forward with confidence to the future. It's morning again in America. And under the leadership of President Reagan, our country is prouder and stronger and better. Why would we ever want to return to where we were less than 4 short years ago?
Here's to 4 great years. Thank you.